Well, today is January 18th, so I'd like to read Proverbs 18. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermediateth with all wise wisdom. A fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost part of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it, and is safe. A rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as an high wall in his own conceit. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of wise seeketh knowledge. A man gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. The lot causeth contentions to cease, and parteth between the mighty. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. The poor useth entreaties, but the rich answereth roughly. A man that hath friends must shew himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Proverbs 18. Yeah, I know I'm not that greatest of a reader, but I just want to do Christian content and blanket the world with the gospel by any means necessary. I just want to do what God tells me to do, and being under the hearing of the word is the greatest joy in my life. It is a hard world that we live in. It does beat up the true believers, for sure. But I'm willing to suffer for the sake of the gospel. The Lord, He did lay His life down on the cross for you and I, and paid for our sins. So, the least we could do is submit to the gospel. And, a little suffering now is better than eternal suffering in the lake of fire. So, today's the day of salvation. Seek the Lord, because He can be found.